robust urban garlic flavor.
Welcome home.
Hello, everybody. So I saw a comment somewhere saying that DSP is on Ozempic, so I don't know if that's really true, but I will tell you, he's been talking about losing weight for years. And it kind of makes me feel like, hey, he takes once every 4 weeks, 2 days off. So is he actually going to the doctor every week to talk about, his weight loss journey? I don't know. But let's hear Phil ramble about health and being a man, because he is the authority on this issue, according to himself.
I think you have to increase cardio by running or aerobic exercise to increase lung capacity. Right now, with the amount that I'm doing this kind of power walking, that's as much as I can do. Because I can tell you, like I said, I walk. Today I couldn't because it was too hot, but usually I walk about a half an hour. And I try to go at least 1.5 miles during that half an hour. And by the time I'm done with that, I am drenched in sweat. Like, I am head to toe dripping in sweat. So obviously that's what my body can do right now. Once I get to a point where that's not like that anymore, and maybe my body isn't drenched in sweat and it's got enough capacity, you know what I mean? Then I'll up it. I'll say, okay, let's go a little faster. Let's go a little further. But I don't want to, you know what I mean? I definitely don't want to push it. Oh, excuse me. Woo!
Okay, so here DSP is actually saying something that makes sense. You should not over stress yourself. You shouldn't do too much too fast. But, Phil has probably been walking for like 4 years and his stamina has probably not gone up that much because he's a relatively sedentary style individual.
Go make a fried egg sandwich in the middle of the night. Bad stuff. You shouldn't be doing that. But that's what I was doing. So my lifestyle was weird. It was like sleep, don't eat, have a little shot of nutrients, don't eat all day. Then finally late, when it was like dinner time, have one big power-loaded meal.
I like how Phil doesn't realize he kind of does the same thing unless he's snacking during his breaks after doing the podcast.
Then record and drink into the night and then have a snack in the middle of the night. All right? Now, thankfully, I'm over a decade removed from this lifestyle. That lifestyle was atrociously bad.
It's okay. It's not great. It's actually not bad. It's moist in the middle this time. Last time I had them, they were dry. It's moist in the middle. It has an okay flavor. Not great. A little salty.
Okay? But, that's what I did. And no lie, I lost weight doing that. Like, when I got laid off from my office job and I started doing that for 1 or 2 years, I legit lost weight. Because, that's an awful lifestyle to have. I'm sure I wasn't really retaining calories or anything like that. Thankfully, I don't do that anymore. Now I have I wake up in the morning, I actually have a breakfast with a coffee, I play, and then I have one big meal, and then I have my night stream, and then after the night stream, I have another, snack before I go to bed, so it's basically, 3 meals. It's a little different. I do, breakfast, dinner, lunch, rather than breakfast, lunch, dinner, but that's kind of how I do it, and that's my lifestyle now, and it's much better. As you can see, I look better, I'm healthier, I get way more sleep now, because I don't stay up all night drinking like an idiot, much better. So there you go.
Be a good game. I bought equipment to make the game work on my streams, and no one will watch it. No one will watch this game. Even though I played a stream, I suck at Call of Duty, and I had a positive kill death ratio every match of 2.0, and no one would watch it. Everyone agrees Call of Duty sucks this year.
I'm glad you're feeling better today, Jane. It's good to see you as well. I hope you're feeling better. Butler Spirit says, Kim already said Boogie and Wings lost weight for the fight. He says it's a danger for them, but hype of this fight convinced them to improve their health. They've already done that. They already both did that. Remember? You ever watch their documentaries or whatever? We saw one of Wings. He went personal training. That was all documented. He lost weight and came right back. He didn't have the discipline to keep it off, correct? Doesn't mean anything. The risk is still there. Just because you lost weight doesn't mean your heart has magically fixed itself from all the years that you've put it through, all this stuff. Are they going to a heart doctor? Are they getting cardiograms? You know what I mean? I hope so. Again, it's not my business. Keem is bringing me into his business. I don't care about that. Why do you think he was on the show? Because there was a lot of hype around it, and he wanted to promote his stuff. That's why he was on there. 100% shilling, man. It's a shill life. It's interesting. $2 tip came in. The podcast is entertaining. They made more than $20,000 of contributions. Will you be seeing any of that? No, and I didn't know that, and no. It's not about making money. At all. It was there. I get paid $0 from that. 0.0 I will be receiving. It's not about me making money. It's not what I went on the show for. I was not paid. I will not be paid. Danny did a super chat. You did fantastic. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate that. Purple Pickle did a super chat. With enough talk shows, we can revive the vest goal. What? So if I keep going on talk shows, I'll keep hitting my vest goals. I'm sure that's what it was about too, right? I wanted to revive the vest goal. There you go. Every stream now, I must hit the vest goal of $150. That was the intention of going there for 5 hours, correct? Right. I got my first achievement canonized. Jade is enjoying the game. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it so far. Unlocked natural leader. You can now have up to one homie. Press up to recruit a homie. People are very slow to change. If you remember, when I was first putting on the vest, people were laughing and making fun and saying, oh, Phil's a hypocrite because he makes fun of people who dress up for their streams and plays a character, which I don't. I don't play a character for my stream, which is what the major criticism was. These people who dye their hair, who wear cartoonish-looking clothes, who scream at the top of their lungs every moment something goes on in a video game to over-exaggerate and attract children to their streams is a little different than, oh my god, my viewers are being supportive, so because of that I put on a vest. All right, a little different, okay? But people don't understand that difference because they're stupid and they're hypocritical and they want to say that I'm the hypocrite when in reality they're the people who judge me to a far different standard than the rest of the internet, okay? But anyway, I agree with you, Ultimate Magic. People are slow to change, and maybe eventually people will really like this vest, or maybe within 2-3 streams people will be upset and demand the other vest, and we bring the other one back, and I'm okay with that. Lawler Mittens did 100-bit cheers. The older vest has some sentimental value and represents something.
Yeah, we're talking about the sentimentality of like a 6-month vest streak. What are we going to do with all this nonsense here?
Working out. I did the wrong thing. I should have gone the other way. I should have been eating, stuffing my face with burgers and chicken and drinking sodas and shakes so I could be XXL. Then I could have taken advantage of the big Christmas, post-Christmas sales. But outside of that, I screwed myself by losing weight. I can't fit into what they have on sale.
Yeah, I've noticed something that, like, on clearance, usually it's these sizes that are just huge because they make more than what people actually buy. And they just put them up there to get rid of them. Yeah, only Phil would be the guy complaining that he fits into a smaller size.
Reps I did of a sit-up, no one would believe me, and people would still say it's not enough anyway. It's the same thing with my wife. If my wife came on here, you know, ridiculously skinny, people would just say negative things anyway. So that's why we don't care. But no, she has actually lost weight and gotten healthier since the last time you guys have seen her. Absolutely. We both, like I said, we've been on this journey together, eating healthier and doing things to make our life better. And she's done a great job as well. To be frank, she has more challenges than me when it comes to doing it. She has more, it's harder for her to do that than it is for me. And I'm proud of her that she's made these changes and actually, you know, lost the weight. But again, we're never going to show you. Therefore, you know, people will just say I'm lying or whatever. So that's why we never bring it up. Just to be honest, that's exactly why. Like, what's the point of ever talking about it when no one believes you anyway because they're just toxic dickheads? Okay.
Then why are you bringing up Kat here, and why are you talking about your health fitness journey? Oh, maybe it's because you've been drinking on stream and you think it's entertaining or something to talk about you lifting weights, even though the gains are not present there, man.
An online-oriented.
But like,
Exactly.
I want to bring this up though, and like, I think you're disregarding this. Is like, trends happen, especially in like the online space. Like, and I'm gonna reference this. There's a girl that I know you watch. She makes like video content of old games like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
Or if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because they're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble. But
Yeah, I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
All right. And by the way, like I say, if I have a treadmill, I work out if I need to. We're all good. You don't have to worry about me. Now, if you see me ballooning up in size all of a sudden, if you see me having a mass weight gain, then yeah, then maybe we should kind of alert and be like, Phil, you gotta cut it back. But as you can see, I've actually lost weight. I think like I said, I'm around 195-ish. I haven't weighed myself in a while, but I stay around that level. So there you go. Okay. So thank you, Lil PP Energy. I appreciate that. From Sloppy Pancake Nipples.
He's talking about Phil.
I remember when you used to have pop-up contributor on stream. Huh? I remember when you used to have pop-up contributor on stream. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. What kind of workouts do? I have a treadmill. So every once in a while, I jump on the treadmill for a while, burn some calories. But notably, the reason that I've lost weight recently is because I've cut down a lot on what I'm eating. I used to snack at night and have like sandwiches and you know, crackers or chips and snacks like that at night. And I've cut down on that dramatically. I really don't do that anymore. So I'm really just having a breakfast and a dinner, and that's about it. And because of that, I cut down my calorie intake, my fat intake, and I'm losing a lot of weight that I built up over the years without necessarily having to work out a lot to burn it.
Mind you, the interesting thing about this is he's been pretty much continuously been talking about losing weight for years. And I know weight can fluctuate, but it just seems odd because it looks the same, but for the most part, the big difference is in his, pancake region, it looks bigger.
And private life. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be. It can't just be every single portion of your life is shared with the internet. There's nothing private. Obviously, a health journey where you're trying to get to better yourself. I'm trying to stop being a sedentary person. You know what I mean? That should be something that I focus on for me. And it's for me to get better and healthier. And it shouldn't be pressure from the internet, people making fun of it. You know what I mean? It's fucked up that people do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go down that route. This is something for me to be better. And that's it. That's the end all of it, you know?
But then when he thinks he's being like a guru of knowledge for some reason, he will just go on these tangents where he talks about it all the time and how he's been successful. And, he likes to compare himself positively to Wings in that regard because Wings has basically put on all the weight Phil has allegedly lost.
What's the best way to lose weight? I don't know. I'm not a fitness guru. I've lost weight by completely changing my diet and eating less, eating healthier. That's literally how I lost weight. Not drinking soda, but instead drinking like seltzer.
You know what's funny? That's his main thing that he gets Wings on because you're not supposed to drink your calories.
Quit soda. If you have actually legitimately done that.
I've legitimately quit. Like, I've got Crystal Light in my hand right now. Like, that's what I want to get. It's like it's like Mio. It's like it just flavors water.
Yeah, well, I know I've had Crystal Light before. I used to drink the one that had the caffeine boost too. So I was having it as like a double supplement to replace sugar and energy drinks as well, or like soda. But good for you. That's the first step. That's the sugar. The sugar supply to your body that you definitely do not need, and you can obviously within a month you're losing weight just because you switched what you're drinking on a daily basis. So, well, good for you on that.
I was down 8 pounds, but I don't know.
Okay. Having coffee with nothing in it, just black coffee, instead of a drink that has sugar and other in it, or cream or calories, right? Eating meals that are way healthier. When I eat a meal, usually it's something that's balanced with vegetables and other things as opposed to, just a meal with meat and cheese. Cutting down on things like cheese and dairy and things like that. It's just been lifestyle changes in general. It hasn't been like he's working out and he's really doing actively different things. No, not really. It's just a little lifestyle tweak here, a little lifestyle tweak here, Like, you want to know what I've been doing recently? At night, sometimes I have a snack. I used to be like every night I was having like a sandwich, right? So now instead of that, I started having some hummus. A little bit of hummus with like a little bit of toast or something like that. It's a good late night snack. Hummus is very good for you. It's, way better than other kinds of snacks. It has good flavor, You do. You change it up, man. You change it up. Does anyone want to ask me a pertinent question? Seriously?
Alex D, I don't know anything about snack pizza brands. If my wife and I are going to get a pizza to have together that's an oven-baked pizza from the grocery store, we get Freshetta. That one we feel is the best combination of flavor, like good texture to the dough, decent topping quality, a good balance of everything. Like DiGiorno, I feel, actually has tasty sauce, but the dough cannot be so good, and sometimes the toppings get soggy. And what was the other one too? We used to get this store brand, and the store brand, the dough quality was like way inferior. Everything else was good, but the dough was like shitty. So like, you gotta find that right balance. And I think Freshetta has like a crunchy crust that's tasty and fluffy. Oops, I didn't fill it. Oh, I did. Okay. So Freshetta has a crunchy crust that's both tasty and fluffy. Sauce that tastes decent, and the toppings are usually pretty good. I actually prefer the Freshetta Supreme Pizza to the DiGiorno, because Freshetta has like this variety of peppers, and I love peppers, while the DiGiorno only has like one kind, and it has like, I think the Freshetta also has onion. I don't think the DiGiorno has onion at all. So, no, I do not eat snack pizzas multiple times a week either. That's your talking. If I ate snack pizzas multiple times a week, I wouldn't look like I do right now, trust me. The reason I've lost all this weight, I'm building muscle, is because I'm not eating bad. I'm eating very, very well. What's going on, Vietnamese comrade? What kind of snack pizzas do we usually get? When we do get one, which is not all the time, maybe we have one every couple of weeks, okay? We've tried different ones. DiGiorno we think is way too greasy. Like DiGiorno, the sauce tastes good, but it's very, very greasy. And then we tried like store ones, but the store ones are too bland. So we kind of go middle of the road. Like there's like this one called Freshetta, and it kind of has a crispy crust, and it's okay tasting, but it's not overly like greasy and bad. So it's kind of the one that we usually get.
Tomorrow is here.
It is very interesting that basically all the previous expeditions, their goal was just to go first and lay out the grapple points. That was it. That was literally their goal.
Well,
now we're actually
that will
trying to
help.
get further in and figure stuff out. But early on, that's all they cared about, to lay out the groundwork for the next group, right? Super Bonjon says his snack pizza, which by the way is some kind of a meme about me, I guess, has been in delivery status for 45 minutes. Thoughts? What do you mean by in delivery status? What are you using to get it delivered? Curious what you mean.
Have I experienced any health benefits since I started walking? Yes. I've lost some weight, for sure. I could tell concretely that I've lost weight because there were some shirts that basically when I put them on, they didn't really fit that well, and now they fit fine. So I lost weight. Literally, that's a good judge of how you can tell that you've lost some chubbiness or excess fat, because things fit again, you know? My legs feel a lot more energetic. Like they don't feel sore, and I can move around a lot easier now. I feel like I do have more energy. I don't feel, let me put it this way. I definitely know that doing the walks has got my blood going, and I start, I'm exercising again, I'm sweating again. I think it's helped my heart, and I think it's helped my blood flow. Okay. Sadly, that's not all the issues that I have. As you guys know, I have respiratory issues with allergies, with post-nasal drip. So it's kind of like, I feel like here the heart and the blood flow and the legs is good. But now I almost feel like I need to work on upper body, and I need to do something about my respiratory system, because I feel like there's issues there, and I don't know what I can really do to make that feel better, because I don't think physical exercise will help that. I'm not sure. But I definitely feel like there are benefits from me doing the walks, for sure. Yes. When was my last full-on gout attack? The last full-on gout attack I had, I told you guys about this a few months ago. I told you that at one point, I decided I wanted to see if the cherry juice that I had been drinking was actually doing anything, or if it was just, because when you have a condition like gout, which is a imbalance in the acid levels in your blood, okay, you get tossed a whole bunch of, you could go to the doctor and you get medicine, but the doctor won't give you infinite medicine for it, right? So you have to find other things to try to adjust your lifestyle or whatever. And one thing, I cut out red meat a ton. I only barely ever eat red meat or shellfish in my diet anymore. I used to drink ridiculous amounts. I don't drink nearly as much anymore than I used to. And I now drink cherry juice. It's something that I started doing as soon as I was diagnosed with gout. I started drinking cherry juice because I read online if you drink tart cherry juice, not the sweet, but the pure 100% tart cherry juice, that it has natural properties to lower inflammation in the body and also to reduce your acid levels. So I started drinking the cherry juice, okay? And I basically never stopped. I just kept drinking it nonstop. Every day I have one big glass of cherry juice with dinner, with very little exceptions. Maybe on a day off, if I'm out, I won't drink it. For the most part, I drink it every day. And I've done this since I was diagnosed with gout in 2015. So 7 years of my life, I've been drinking cherry juice every day. Okay? The thing is, I never actually knew if it was doing anything for me. And cherry juice, pure cherry juice, not the watered down fake, pure 100% cherry juice is very expensive. One container that's 2 glasses can go for upwards of $8 to $9. Usually I try to get it on sale for between $3 and $4, but it could be very, very pricey. Okay? So one week, I just, on a whim, I basically was like frustrated because money-wise, you know, things weren't going so good or whatever. And I said, all right, this week, I'm just not going to get the cherry juice, and I'm going to see what happens. So for a week, I didn't drink the cherry juice, and you want to know what happened? I got a horrible gout flare-up. It was terrible. My foot swelled up again, just like originally had been happening in 2015. My foot swelled up like a balloon. I was limping all over the house. I was in excruciating pain. I was like, wow, well, if anything, this just proved that cherry juice is what was actually negating this condition of mine. I got it. So it took about, no exaggeration, probably about a month to a month and a half of me drinking the cherry juice consistently again to get enough of it back into my bloodstream. And now I haven't had a gout outbreak since. So that was what? Maybe a couple years ago. I'm trying to remember exactly when it was. It was basically when prices started to raise because of COVID. And it was harder to get products and stuff. And I said I was going to, on a whim, try not to do it. And that's the last time I had one. But once again, since then, once I got back on the cherry juice regimen, I haven't had an outbreak since. So there you go.
Yeah, so that is Phil giving you his expertise on losing weight and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. The only thing I'd say is, hey, go for some walks. And is Phil really on Ozempic? Well, we can't prove or deny that, so it just seems like a waste of time to speculate. But thank you all for watching this man ramble, and I will see you all whenever. Have a wonderful day.